If you didn't know what you were looking for, you could drive right by it and have no idea.
Along a lonely stretch of Caroline County.
It needs attention. It needs attention.
Hidden in plain sight, a history class awaits in the woods.
I wouldn't even imagine that anything like this was still standing here.
Kimberly Morris is leading the lesson.
It was one of the biggest discoveries in my whole research journey.
The Richmond woman has been digging for her roots, which pulled her to this overgrown spot.
Actually, for it to be as old as it is, it's just incredible that it's still standing.
A ramshackle building to some, but to Kimberly, a diamond in the rough.
The most amazing feeling to find a gem like this. It was like a beautiful surprise standing right here in the middle of the woods.
The old Don School was built about 1899, one of 4 places of learning in the area for descendants of people who were enslaved at nearby North Wales and meadow plantations.
It's incredible. I know a lot of people don't get a chance to just go back in time and go back in history to find things like this.
Kimberly's dad, Isiah, attended this 2-room schoolhouse in the 1930s.
So to be able to just stand here and touch and just see, it's incredible.
No one knows the exact date when students left for good, but time and the elements have not been kind since. Kimberly fears the worst if nothing is done.
No, don't tear this down, because this is my family's history. It's my family's history. So I wanted to stay.
Miss Morris turned to Preservation Virginia, nominating Old Don to the Virginia's Most Endangered Historic Places program.
And maybe it's time for it to be preserved now that it's been rediscovered.
Elizabeth Kostelny, the nonprofit's CEO, says if buildings like this aren't saved, we lose a little bit of our identity as Virginians.
These places that we bring attention to through our most endangered list really fill out that story of Virginia.
When you come into a space like this, you can almost close your eyes and feel the energy.
Preservation Virginia's Will Glasgow says stabilizing the building, which sits on private land, is key before any long-term plans can be determined.
Even though it could use some TLC and need some work, there's a lot to love here and a lot that can be saved.
Mr. Glasgow hopes neighbors can rally to save our heritage.
This building wasn't just about teaching students 100 years ago, it's about teaching people today as well. It still has a story to tell. This is another chapter in the story of civil rights.
This new chapter of the old school began with a woman searching for her roots.
Old Dawn wouldn't have necessarily been on our radar without Kimberly bringing it to our attention, so she's incredible.
Kimberly Morris says it's time to shine a light on a place left in the dark.
Hopefully the ancestors are holding it together, because it's still standing after all this time.
With any luck, the sun may be rising on Old Dawn yet again.
It's our history. It's our history. And yeah, if something like this was to happen, yeah, we all lose. Nobody would know about it.